Hello fellow duelists, this is Shadow of the Moon and welcome to another episode of 2-Card Combo. And just like in my previous deck profile, my King Calamity, if you haven't yet, please make sure you can go back and check that out so that way you'll understand exactly what it is that I'm going to be setting up for this field. But I'm going to show you how to go into King Calamity just using 2 cards, and believe it or not, it's actually not that difficult to do that. And in my opinion, this is a lot more constructive and actually seems to be a lot more difficult than going into Kali Yuga because you have so many other plays. But what makes this deck so great is since it is a pure synchro build, it is unlike the whole Kali Yuga thing, whereas that's mostly going to be the main, your main setup. There's going to be times where you don't even need Kali Yuga or you're not able to, so you can also end on a different field. So I'm going to show you, though, in this video how to go into Kali Yuga. So I got my extra deck right here, and it's just requires Simoon and any other Blackwing monster. The best one that you can pull off would be Sudri and Black Feather Whirlwind, or Sudri and Shamal. So honestly, or Sudri and Black Whirlwind, that is the best combo. So excuse me, is the best combo is going to be Sudri and Black Whirlwind. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into this deck profiles, or not deck profile, 2-card combo. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching these videos. You guys rock. Thank you for supporting this channel and supporting me by always posting comments and just taking your time and viewing these videos. So I really always do appreciate it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into it. So first off, you're going to reveal Simoon. You're going to banish your Shamal, the Sandstorm, and also I did get a new playmat, so moving forward this is going to be the main Blackwing playmat. I thought this was so cool when I saw it, and I was just like, you know what, I gotta have that. So alright, we're going to activate we're going to play Black Feather Whirlwind, and then we're going to normal summon Simoon, and then we're going to activate Black Whirlwind's effect. This is going to allow us to search for Sudri, and then with Sudri, you're going to normal summon Sudri, so that's your second normal summon. So then what you're going to do is you're going to search for Vata, and you're going to search for your copy of Shamal the Sandstorm. So then you're going to discard Shamal. This is going to set up your Black Feather Whirlwind, so this is going to place Black Feather Whirlwind in play. And then you're going to special summon Vata. Now, this is where the combo is going to be tricky. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to activate Vata, send Vata to the graveyard along with Zephyros the Elite and Hamart in the Dust. So that way you can go into your Blackwing Dragon. So that'll be your first copy of Blackwing Dragon. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to tribute your Simoon using Sudri's effect, and this is going to give you a token. I do have a sheep token. I'm still waiting on my Canuck token. I'm really excited about that, but unfortunately it is taking a while to get here. So I will be using this in the meantime. So you have your level 2 token and you have your Sudri. So then you're going to activate Shamal's effect, or not activate Shamal's effect deck. You're going to send this and this to the graveyard, and this is going to synchro summon for your Nothrum the Starlight. Then you're going to chain link one Nothrum, chain link to Shamal, and then you're not going to chain link Black Feather Whirlwind just yet, okay? Just keep it right there. So you're going to banish this. This is going to add Sudri back to the hand, alright, because you're going to want to be able to do that. And then you're going to deal 800 points of damage to your opponent, and if they had a monster, you would drop them by 800 points. Then you're going to normal summon Sudri again using its effect. So now what you're going to do is you're going to search for your Sharanga, and then with Sudri, you're going to want to search for your Black Feather Whirlwind, or not Black Feather Whirlwind, you're a Twin Shadow, because Twin Shadow is very important. And then you're going to special summon your Sharanga, the Waning Moon, since you have Blackwing Dragon on the field. Then you're going to want to set your Twin Shadow, so that's going to be for later. So now you're going to take these two, and you're going to go into Boreas Storm, the Wicked Wind. Alright, so now you're going to chain link one Boreas Storm, chain link two Black Feather Whirlwind. So from here, what this is going to allow you to do is this is going to special summon Hamart in the Dust back to the graveyard. And then what you're going to do for Boreas Storm, the Wicked Wind, you're going to send your copy of Orochi the Squall to the graveyard. So now you have Orochi the Squall. And then from there, you're going to bounce back Black Feather Whirlwind to special summon Zephyros the Elite. And just keep in mind, there's many other ways to do this. Depending on what you have, and then you're going to activate Black Feather Whirlwind again, you're going to play it. Depending on what you have, your board's going to be a little bit different per se. Mainly, you're going to want sorrowcat, and you're going to want the Red Hot Dragon Archfiend Abyss. But All in all, how you get to it, there are many different ways to do it. I'm just showing you one single way. There may be times where you don't have to send a Roshi the Squall to the graveyard. It may be in your hand, and then you can send another Shamal the Sandstorm, and then activate Shamal's effect to add Sudri back to your hand during your opponent's turn to be able to go into another play later. So I'm just showing you the basic combo for this. So then you're going to send Hamartin, and you're going to send Sandstorm to the graveyard to go into your copy of Sorrowcat. So now you got your Sorrowcat. Now, you're going to activate Black for the Whirlwind's effect. This is going to special summon your copy of Orochi the Squall. I'll move this over here. And then you're going to Synchro Summon Blackwing Dragon and Orochi to go into your copy of Red Hot Dragon Archfiend Abyss. So all in all, this would be your field. If you had a way to put Shamal into the graveyard using Boreas Storm's effect, you could go into Boreas Storm and then Zephyros the Elite to go into Draco Berserker, or if you wanted to, you could go into Boreas Storm and Notham the Starlight to a level 10. You could go into Blackwing Full Armor Master or Bestial Dispater. So I'm just showing you with that. So, alright, so now what we're going to do is, it is now your opponent's turn. So this is what I mean by chain. When your opponent has priority, that means that they have the priority to activate a card or effect. So say they activate a field spell, okay? Then you're going to negate the field spell using Red Hot Dragon Archfiend Abyss. However, you're going to also chain Twin Shadow, which will then shuffle back Boreas Storm and Hamartin the Dust to the deck, and Hamartin the Dust that's going to be shuffled back to the actual deck, in order for you to go into your one other copy of Blackwing Dragon, okay? Now, since you Synchro Summoned a Synchro Monster, you're allowed to special summon a monster, Blackwing monster from your graveyard. You're going to special summon Orochi the Squall. Now, your opponent still does have priority, so if they normal or special summon a monster, what you're going to do is, for Chain Link 1, Sorrowcat has to be Chain Link 1, otherwise this does not work and you will miss the timing. So if you're unsure about it, make sure that when you're playing the game, or whether it be YGO Pro, whether it be Master Duel, or whether you're playing in real life TCG, Sorrowcat has to be Chain Link 1. So now they normal or special summon a monster, now it would say you want to activate Sorrowcat's effect, then you're going to say yes. You're going to say Sorrowcat, you're going to send Orochi, and you're going to send Blackwing Dragon to the graveyard in order to go into King Calamity. Alright, and then activate King Calamity's effect. They cannot respond to it, so then you have the field, and then that is how you get out King Calamity. If you had, for instance, a Shamal in the graveyard, I'm just going to give you a demonstration. If you were to go a different route and you had Shamal in the graveyard, while you were playing Twin Shadow, you could activate Shamal's effect after you Synchro Summon to add Sudri back to your hand, so therefore you could get a another way to go into another play for your next turn. Also, since you do have Sharanga the Waning Moon, that is also an interrupt. So yeah, you do have ways to definitely play. If you, like I said, if you were to Synchro, you could have went into Bestial Dispater, or you could have Draco Berserker, but all in all, as of right now, this is the field that you're going to be using for. Remember, in order for you to activate his effect, Sorrowcat, this thing right here, this level 3 cat, has to be Chain Link 1. If anything is, if you chain this at any other time and it's not Chain Link 1, you cannot activate Archfiend King Calamity's effect. You will miss the timing, okay? Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope I was able to explain it. I'm actually really excited because the Crimson Dragon is coming out in the new Duelist Nexus. I did order a booster box for that, so fingers crossed. I really hope I get those cards. Really do, because I really need Crimson Dragon. But that will actually make it easier to go into King Calamity, because you'll be able to go into King Calamity during your opponent's draw or standby phase, so you won't have to wait for the timing. But all in all, I really do love this build. This is my favorite Blackwing build because there's so much strategy and so many combos and different ways that you can do things. It's very, very difficult to learn it, and this is actually a very difficult way to play, even more so than Kali Yuga. So, alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. With that, see you guys next time. Later.